Article 6, Women with Disabilities. States parties recognize that women and girls with disabilities are subject to multiple discrimination and in this regard shall take measures to ensure the full and equal enjoyment by them of all human rights and fundamental freedoms. States parties shall take all appropriate measures to ensure the full development, advancement, and empowerment of women for the purpose of guaranteeing them the exercise and enjoyment of the human rights and fundamental freedoms set out in the present convention. Article 7. Children with disabilities. States parties shall take all necessary measures to ensure the full enjoyment by children with disabilities of all human rights and fundamental freedoms on an equal basis with other children. In all actions concerning children with disabilities, the best interests of the child shall be the primary consideration. States parties shall ensure that children with disabilities have the right to express their views freely on all matters affecting them, their views being given due weight in accordance with their age and maturity, on an equal basis with other children, and to be provided with disability and age-appropriate assistance to realize that right. Article 8, Awareness Raising. States parties undertake to adopt immediate, effective, and appropriate measures to raise awareness throughout society, including at the family level, regarding persons with disabilities, and to foster respect for the rights and dignity of persons with disabilities, to combat stereotypes, prejudices, and harmful practices relating to persons with disabilities, including those based on sex, age, and in all areas of life, to promote awareness on the capabilities and contributions of persons with disabilities. Measures to this end include initiating and maintaining effective public awareness campaigns designed to nurture receptiveness to the rights of persons with disabilities, to promote positive perceptions and greater social awareness towards persons with disabilities, to promote recognition of the skills, merits, and abilities of persons with disabilities, and of their contributions to the workplace and the labor market. Fostering at all levels of the educational system, including in all children from an early age, an attitude of respect for the rights of persons with disabilities. Encouraging all organs of the media to portray persons with disabilities in a manner consistent with the purpose of the present convention. Promoting awareness training programs regarding persons with disabilities and the rights of persons with disabilities. Article 9, Accessibility. To enable persons with disabilities to live independently and participate fully in all aspects of life, states parties shall take appropriate measures to ensure to persons with disabilities access on an equal basis with others to the physical environment and to transportation, to information and communications, including all information and communications technologies, systems, and to other facilities and services open or provided to the public, both in urban and in rural areas. These measures, which shall include the identification and elimination of obstacles and barriers to accessibility, shall apply to, inter alia, buildings, roads, transportation and other indoor and outdoor facilities, including schools, housing, medical facilities, and workplaces. Information, communication, and other services, including electronic services and emergency services. States parties shall also take appropriate measures to develop, promulgate, and monitor the implementation of minimum standards and guidelines for the accessibility of facilities and services open or provided to the public, to ensure that private entities that offer facilities and services which are open or provided to the public take into account all aspects of accessibility for persons with disabilities. To provide training for stakeholders on accessibility issues facing persons with disabilities. To provide, in buildings and other facilities open to the public, signage in Braille and in easy-to-read and understand forms. To provide forms of live assistance and intermediaries, including guides, readers, and professional sign language interpreters, to facilitate accessibility to buildings and other facilities open to the public. To promote other appropriate forms of assistance and support to persons with disabilities, to ensure their access to information. To promote access for persons with disabilities to new information and communication technologies and systems, including the Internet. To promote the design, development, production, and distribution of accessible information and communication technologies and systems at an early stage so that these technologies and systems become accessible at minimum cost. Article 10, Right to Life. States parties reaffirm that every human being has the inherent right to life and shall take all necessary measures to ensure its effective enjoyment by persons with disabilities on an equal basis with others.